Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here. Welcome back to another Revive Witch video. I've played Revive Witch in the past during the CBT, the closed beta test, and I've made a video of it back then. I sure hope that the game has improved, so I'm really excited to check out this title again, hopefully giving it another second chance. Now in the closed beta test, I managed to play up until chapter 3 and the duration was only 1 week, so I have a little bit of experience with the game, but I don't claim to be a super experienced player. And let's talk about the reroll a little bit in this game, and I'm going to give you guys a tier list at the end. As you can see, the game is not yet available, like you can't play it yet at the time of me posting this video, right? If I would try to play it by pressing enter, it would say something along the line as the server is not open yet, you can pre-download it, but you cannot enter the game yet, servers are not live yet. Now one thing to keep in mind is the reroll process in this game is going to be much more straightforward. If you guys are familiar with Epic 7, it's something like that. You get like 100 chances of reroll per account, alright? So every account you'll have 100 chances to choose which one you want to roll for, which one you don't want to. Now as you can see, this footage is from my CBT. I believe I am trying to do a reroll right here. Let me see if I can show you guys the reroll. How is it like? So can you see down here, you can see summoning chances remaining 98 out of 100. So you can basically keep doing this until, you get what you want, hopefully. Now the way to tell what is it that you are trying to obtain is going to be easy. You want to at least obtain one UR. Now UR will be the ultra rare. I thought SSR was the highest, but nope, you actually can get UR characters. So you want to be aiming for at least one UR, maybe 2 SSR, that would be the ideal one. You can try to be greedy and go for 3 SSR I think, or even 4, but that would be a bit too extreme. As far as I'm concerned, you can only obtain one UR, at least in this reroll section of the game. But in the regular banners, maybe if you're lucky you can get more than one UR, but while rerolling, you can only obtain one UR. As you can see, you're getting SSR right here. So what I recommend you guys to do, right? During the reroll, make sure you guys go to this section right here, switch account or whatever account. When you press enter, they will ask you to log in using Google, Facebook, Twitter. Like just in case that 100 rolls is not enough for you, if you think 100 rolls is not enough for you, just use a guest account, alright? Therefore, you can always delete it if you don't want it. I believe the clear cache, clear data method should work because it's a guest account. I could be wrong, but 100 rerolls, most of the time it should work. It should be enough for majority of the players. And you can always link it later to your Google, Facebook or Twitter, as you can see right here. Now, before I proceed to today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to LD Player. Thank you for sponsoring this video. LD Player is what I'm using right now, as you can see. My current version is LD Player 4.0.6.7. It's an Android emulator that allows me to play Revive Witch or any other game basically. Any other Android games, iOS games on your PC. Alright, as you can see right now, this emulator is running really smoothly. I do have a glue archive running in the background, but hey, that's besides the point. Right now, this is a second instance of a LD Player. I'll have my referral link in the description below. Feel free to check it out and download it using my link if you're interested to support the channel. Alright, so let's just skip ahead and tell you guys what are the best characters to reroll. Alright, we're going to show the tier list later, but for now, I'm not sure this website is accurate or not. It says that Revive Witch will open in 4 hours, 4.5 hours, pretty good. So I will link this website in case you guys want to reference and look at the characters. The 3 characters that I think is the most ideal, alright, is going to be Tuonel, this girl right here, this is how she looks like, Fallen, this girl right here, and Ushpia. Now these are the 3 best characters as far as I know while playing the Revive Witch CBT. I would highly recommend if you have to choose between Fallen or Tuonel right here, because like I mentioned, you can only pick one UR to reroll for in the reroll process, unless they change it. Alright, that's how it is in CBT, right? Maybe they change it, you can get more than one UR. I highly doubt it though, that would be too crazy. But if you can pick only one between these two, I would go for this lolly right here with a pillow, Fallen and Ushpia, a combination of these. Alright, so she's a UR. Ushpia is an SSR mage. I believe she's a water type or blue, whatever you can call her, mercury type. So blue type, she's going to be one of the best damage dealer. So one thing to note about this game, now why do I recommend these 2 characters, right? Because if you have played the game a little bit in CBT, this is based on my 1 week experience in CBT. Again, I don't claim to be an experienced player, not like a 5 years experience of playing this game, but just a 1 week experience, at least up to chapter 3, right? The game seems to be centered a little bit more towards the defensive and healing side. Alright, even if you have like 4 DPS characters, you can't really one-shot the bosses, and it's very common, very normal for the stage or the stages to basically be very, very long. So the entire concept of this game is mostly usually to out-sustain the enemies. So that's where healers, and I believe, oh, there's a UR right here. You can see this rainbow color means there's a UR. Sustainability is very important. I would highly recommend going for, you know, a Fallen and Ushpia. Alright, she's going to be the better SSR. So some of the R characters in this game has very good art. I actually like it. And in this case, I get Akasha, which is the UR right here. So Akasha, as you can see, she's a damage dealer. I don't recommend getting a UR damage dealer. That's just my, you know, again, my 1 week experience, my humble 1 week experience, right? Because I feel like the highest priority you want to go for, they tend to have better modifiers on the skills, right? You want to go for something that can help you sustain, either a defender or a healer. Some defenders like a Fallen can definitely heal as well. In case you guys are wondering how a Fallen looks like, this is how she looks like. Alright, she's the lolly right here with this pillow. Highly recommend for her. Now these 3 characters I think would be staple, and I can probably see a lot of CBT players that have played through the CBT recommend one of these 3 characters. Now that's not to say that all the other characters are bad, it's just that, you know, the reason that I mentioned. Now let's jump into some of the character tier lists that I found on CN. I'll share all of these links in the description, alright, so that you guys can have a look at it yourself. The art seems to be a bit different, but you can see T0. Alright, so we have these characters right here. Ella, we have, I think this is a Fallen. I think they might have changed the art a little bit on the CN server. And Akasha. Now let's talk about Akasha, right? Who did I think I ended up with her as my CBT character, and she doesn't seem to output that much of a damage compared to the SR or SS. I think I got one more SSR character that has the same role as her, which is an assassin, and it's a raid type as well. It's just with less modifiers. I don't think Akasha will be that bad if you got her and you think she's waifu. I still recommend for a combination of a Fallen and Ushpia right here, right? Oh yeah, one more thing that I want to mention is why do I recommend these 2 characters together? Why not Twonel and Ushpia, right? Because how you set up your party in this game is if you have the same type, as in like the Mercury type, blue type, right? The same type of characters in that party, you get more bonuses. I forgot what the bonuses is, but the bonuses is pretty huge. So if you have 4 parties of just one color, it's going to benefit you more, which is why I recommend going these 2, alright, these 2 characters, so that you can get the bonus. Definitely something that you want to keep in mind. So yeah, based on this tier list from the CN, you can see Akasha is one of the better ones, and you can see below a Fallen we have Ella right here. So Ella is also something that you can consider getting. She is a UR, but she's a yellow type, so therefore, you know, she's going to compete. Again, when you reroll, you can only get 1 UR, so she's competing with something like a Fallen and Twonel right here, since you can only choose 1 UR from the reroll, unfortunately. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, whether you guys agree or disagree, if you guys have played the CN server or if you have played the CBT as well. As always, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like. I will definitely do a live reroll later on YouTube once the server is up. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day. Goodbye.